Hey everyone, it's time for another Pathfinder adventure scenario. We're playing the character Ahmotep, and we're going to be in the warehouse today. Okay, advancing the blessings deck. So we get a baited jewel box. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. Setting my hand here. Okay, so let's see. For the baited jewel box, what do we need? So we need either disable or craft. Okay, well I have an explorer's staff in my hand, which will allow me to discard to add 2 dice to your disable check. So that's what we're going to do. So my disable is only a d4. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 2d4, a total of 3d4. Alright, so I rolled a 3, another 3, and a 2. Okay, cool. So we disabled, or I should say we banished this baited jewel box. Oh, it's actually increased by the scenario's adventure deck number. So it's increased, and I need a 7. I rolled a 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm fine. So it says if defeated by less than 4, you are dealt 1d4 poison damage, then draw 2 items from the box. Ouch. That's not good. Okay, so I'm going to take d4 poison damage. So 1 poison damage. I will go ahead and I will lose one of my I'll lose the blessing of the elements. Okay, so but then I draw 2 items from the box. We'll banish that barrier. We're going to randomly pick 2 items from the box. Let's see what we got here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 items. So the items that Ahmotep gains are, whoa, the Anubis staff and Osirian. Man, very awesome. I mean, Ahmotep could always use another staff. So she gets these 2 cards. They go into her hand. I don't have any spells. I got the Twin Serpent staff. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good card-wise in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop fooling around with that. And I'm going to get that Curse of Poisoning. And I have to reset my hand by seeing, let's see, recharging the Osirian History Guide. Okay, now we're good. Advancing the Blessings deck. Okay, we get an Acid Flask. Okay, so for this Acid Flask, Intelligence, yep, so 50-50 chance here. No, I could recharge a card to, no, I'm not going to recharge a card. Do I really need that? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and recharge a blessing so that I get that card. I'll take it. I might be able to trade it to a merchant. Okay, resetting my hand due to poisoning. So 5. Ouch, I have to recharge the Anubis staff. Alright, advancing the blessings deck. Alright, we get an Emperor Cobra. Combat 8. I got the Twin Serpent Quarterstaff. So for your melee check, reveal this card to use your melee skill plus 1d6 plus 1. So my melee skill is d8. I can add a d6 and add 1. I can discard it to add another d6, so I think I'll be fine. And let's see. I only need a combat 8. I got these 2 dice. I'm adding plus 2 to my roll. Actually, I add plus 3 to my roll. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Emperor Cobra is not a problem. Might as well read this warehouse. It says here, at the end of your turn, you may recharge any number of items or weapons. Okay. So I do have a weapon. So what I'm doing now is at the end of my turn. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is at the end of my turn, I will go ahead and recharge this Explorer's Staff back into my deck. Now I will reset my hand. And now I'm going to see what poisoning takes away from me. 2. So poisoning took away my Unshakable Chill spell. Ouch. Okay, advancing the Blessings deck. Blessing of Pharasma. Okay, we get the 3rd law. Okay, so display this card next to the scenario. It is defeated. When a location is permanently closed, before closing, roll a d6. So I might have to banish or bury a card. I mean, not a big deal. I'll keep that up there as a reminder. Advancing the blessings, or actually resetting my hand due to poisoning. And now I have to recharge that acid flask. Not too happy about that. Recharge, advancing the blessings deck. Okay, we get Bone Crusher Hyena Master, 2 combat 9 checks. I still got my twin quarterstaff, which is my melee skill, which is d8 plus d6. I'm adding 3 to these rolls. First one, 6 and 8. Yep, defeat that. Next one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, no problem. Yeah, this Ahmotep is just really a powerhouse. A reset in my hand. Poisoning takes away my blessing of Abdar. Okay, advancing the blessings deck. Okay, we get the henchman, the villain of this scenario. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Combat check 22, immune to the fire trait. If the check to defeat has a cool trait, that would have been nice, but my unshakable chill spell was lost to poisoning. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. So, so when closing this location, I'm going to need to succeed at a dexterity or disable check. So what I'm going to do, I have the Twin Serpent Quarterstaff. I can reveal this card and discard a card that has the Nethys trait or a spell to add 2d4 and the attack, force, and magic traits to a combat check by a character at your location. That's interesting. So I have a weapon, a spell, and an item. So what I'm going to do, reveal this card and discard a card that has a Nethys trait or a spell. Okay, so I only have 1 spell in my hand. I have yeah. I wonder if you can reveal a card twice. This Twin Serpent Quarterstaff. I'm gonna err on the side of caution. I'm gonna say reveal this card and discard a spell. Frost Staff. I got a Frost Staff. I would call it Blessing of Ra. So I can't use the Blessing of Ra because she's got that. I think what I want to do, shucks, it's going to be rough. I'm just going to go ahead and do straight up Twin Serpent Quarterstaff. I think that's my best bet because I can do my melee skill. I could do 1d6. I can also discard it for another 1d6. I'm going to be adding 3 to the roll. Shucks. You know, it's because she has that immunity to fire. So that's going to be difficult. Man, discard. Too bad. If only I had that. If only I had an extra spell. An extra spell would have helped me on here. I could do the. So if I did the Acid Jet spell, I'd do Arcane plus 1d6. But that's it. I could do the Frost Staff, or I could do my Arcane skill plus 2d4. Darn. So as it is, man, not a lot of good choices here. It's going to be difficult. So what I could do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do a straight up melee check, right? So melee is d8. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal my Twin Serpent Quarterstaff. I'm going to discard the spell. So I'm going to be able to add 2d4. Is that what I'm going to do? 8, 9, 10. As you might tell, this is my first scenario of the morning, and I didn't have enough coffee. Alright, I'm going to get through this. Actually, I don't think Ahmotep is. Finally got a challenge, though. That's a benefit. So I got the Frost Staff. It says, Bury this card to evade a non-villain, non-henchman monster. Oh shucks, got a henchman there. Okay, shucks. Yeah, this really sucks. It says, well, it says for the Blessing of Ra, it says discard this card and add 2 dice to any check that invokes the fire trait. Okay, so it says here, right here. I think I'm going to play the rules that way. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Blessing of Ra. So she has immune to the fire trait. But this card says the first one is if I add the fire trait, I can't use it. But this third one, if I discard this card to add 2 dice to any check that invokes the fire trait. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Blessing of Ra. In that case, it'll be relatively simple, because in that case, I'm going to do my Acid Jet spell. Acid Jet spell. Let me find 3d10. Okay, so that means I'm going to do an Acid Jet spell, which is my Arcane plus 1d6. Alright, I like it. Alright, so I rolled 18, 19, 20, 21, and my Arcane skill is plus 2. So that's a total of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 23. So that means I did defeat this henchman. And now I can immediately attempt to close this location. So to close the location, I have to succeed a dexterity or disable check with a difficulty of 4. This is scenario 1, so it's a check of 5, which I have to. And let's see, so dexterity disable. I have dexterity d6 plus 1. I don't have disable or any disable shenanigans. I don't have any more. I don't have any more blessings. So dexterity. So I rolled a 2. I can add one for 3, and then I can recharge one of my cards because Ahmotep is so OP, and I can turn that 2 all the way into a 5. Okay, scenario is closed. I do have to deal with this third law, so let's go ahead and deal with this. It says when a location is permanently closed, before closing roll a d6. Okay, so I rolled 2. If the result exceeds the number of cards remaining in the location deck, nope, there's still 4 cards in the location deck, so I don't have to banish or discard a card. Okay, that was a interesting scenario. For a minute there, I was kind of worried. I thought, oh wow, I'm not going to be able to defeat this henchman. But thanks to the blessing and me reading the rules to the best of my understanding. So the reward for this scenario is, let me find it in here. Okay, so now we get to visit the ghoul market. That's the reward. So I can get like armors. But don't really want armors. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go to a trader. Not going to disassemble my deck this time because not a lot has changed. Didn't really gain any interesting new items. And I don't think I'm going to be trading. Maybe I'll go to see if I get a new spell. And if I do, I will let you know. Alright, well thanks for watching. And I'll have a new scenario shortly.